Hey there, rebel. Ready for a wild night trip with your favourite punk after an epic concert? Let's hit the road, chase the stars, and make this a night to remember. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and buckle up for our late night love story. Hey babe, you still buzzing from that concert? I swear it was insane. Like we were in our own little world, lost in that chaos. And you, standing right there with me, just made everything so much better. Look at you, hair still all messed up, that glow in your eyes. Makes me want to grab you and just run away, you know? You always keep me grounded, though. Like earlier, remember that idiot who kept trying to push through? I was ready to lose it, but then you just pulled me back. Gave me that little grin like, chill, I've got you. How do you do it, huh? Calm me down like that. And now here we are. Just the two of us. It's almost like I can still hear the music pounding in my chest. But it's just us now. The rest of the world fading out. All right, let's hit the road. Let's go to our spot. You know the one, up on that hill. No one else gets to see it. Just us. You trust me, right? Good. Buckle up, 'cause I'm driving like I stole this thing tonight. Feel that wind, babe? Feels like it's just washing away all the noise, doesn't it? Sometimes I wish we could just drive forever, forget about everything else. Wouldn't that be perfect? Just you, me, and the road. We'd find somewhere new, somewhere far away, where no one knows us. We could be anyone we wanted. Start fresh. Would you want that? You know, I used to think I could handle everything alone. Didn't need anyone. But here we are. And now I don't want to do any of this without you. You make me think, no, believe, that maybe all those crazy dreams aren't so stupid. And yeah, I know. I sound soft right now, but whatever. Don't let it get to your head. I wonder what goes on in that head of yours sometimes. What are you thinking right now? Yeah, come on, tell me. Don't keep me guessing. It's just me, your wild little troublemaker. No secrets, remember? Look at that view. Isn't it something? All those lights twinkling like the city's just waiting for us. And you? You're glowing. I swear, I can't keep my eyes off you. Get closer. I mean it. I want to feel you next to me. I want us to stay here forever, just you and me, with the stars above and the lights below. Just us. Nothing else matters. I love nights like this, when it's just raw. No pretending, no games. Just you and me, exactly as we are. The way you're looking at me right now. You have no idea what you do to me. Makes me want to do something reckless. Want to know what? Or do you think you're too much of a good boy for that? Yeah, didn't think so. You know, I can tell. I can tell you love it. The thrill, the unpredictability. And that's why you're here. You love the chaos just as much as I do. You love me, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. That's what makes us unstoppable. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to just leave it all behind. No rules, no expectations. Just us, living on our own terms, finding our own way, sleeping under the stars, feeling free like nothing could ever hold us down. I know it sounds crazy, but it's my kind of crazy. And I'd do it all, as long as you're there with me. You think I'm nuts, don't you? All these wild ideas, all these impossible plans. But when I'm with you, none of it feels impossible. You make me believe in things I never thought I could. And yeah, maybe I'm a little scared. Scared of what might happen if I lose this, if I lose you. But that's what makes it all feel so real, right? The fact that we don't know what comes next, but we're here anyway. Together. Listen, I know I don't say it enough, but you mean everything to me. Even when I act tough, even when I make everything complicated. You're the one I want. You're the only one who could ever keep up with me. And I'm not letting go. Ever. Now come here. Let's make this night unforgettable. Just you, me, and the stars above. You know what I love most about being here with you? It's like all of the world's bullshit just fades away. Just the two of us. Everything else disappears. No noise, no expectations, just this quiet between us. I swear, I could stay like this forever. Watching the lights, feeling your hand in mine. You're my escape from everything. You know that. My little slice of freedom. Hey, do you remember when we first met? I was such a mess, right? All attitude and anger. And you were just so chill. I remember thinking, what's this guy's deal? But you kept showing up. Kept making me laugh when I didn't want to. You'd see right through me, call me out on my crap, and I loved it. I think that's when I knew you were different. You weren't just going to be some random guy passing through my life. You were going to stick around. And look at us now. All those nights we spent sneaking out, staying up till dawn just talking. I loved those nights, you know. Even more than the crazy concerts or the wild parties. It's always been about you. The way you make everything else feel small, like nothing else matters. Just you and me, and the world can wait. I mean, look at you now, sitting here staring at me with those eyes. God, you don't even know how much I love that look. Makes me wanna, I don't know, do something stupid, something reckless. Like I just want to grab you, pull you close and never let go. You'd like that, wouldn't you? You're as hooked on this as I am. I know I can be a lot sometimes. I push you, I test you, but it's only because I trust you. I know you can handle it. You're the only one who's never backed down from me, never run away when things get hard. And believe me, I've tried to push you away. I thought if I pushed hard enough, you'd leave like everyone else. But you didn't. You stayed. You always stayed. And that's why I love you. Don't look at me like that. I know, I'm being sappy again. But it's true. You're everything to me. And I don't care if it makes me sound soft. I'll say it 1,000 times if it means you'll stay. You make me feel like I'm not alone. Like maybe I'm not as messed up as I think. You give me hope, and I never thought I'd have that again. You know, sometimes I think about the future. About what it'd be like if we just left. Packed up and went somewhere no one could find us. Maybe we'd find a little place by the ocean. Somewhere warm. Where we could wake up to the sound of the waves every morning. I know it's just a dream, but it makes me happy to think about it. Just us, living our lives the way we want. No rules, no expectations, just freedom. And you'd be right there with me, wouldn't you? I can see it now. You'd be driving, windows down, sun in your face, that stupid grin of yours. And I'd be right beside you, feet up on the dash, singing along to some dumb song on the radio. We'd be free. No one to tell us what to do or who to be. Just us, taking on the world one day at a time. I know it sounds crazy, but with you, I feel like anything's possible. You make me believe that we could actually do it. Leave all this behind and just be happy. And maybe that's all I need. Just you. And this feeling, like we're invincible. Hey, pull over here. Yeah, right here. I want to show you something. Remember that spot I told you about? Let's go there. I want to sit with you. No talking, no thinking, just us. It's perfect, isn't it? Nights like this, they're what I live for. Just being here, with you, feeling like nothing else matters. Come here, babe. Closer. I want to feel your heartbeat. I want to know you're real. Sometimes I think this is all just a dream, and I'm scared I'll wake up. But then I feel you next to me, and I know it's real. You're real. And as long as I've got you, I don't need anything else. You know, sometimes I wonder how we ended up here. All the stuff we've been through, all the ups and downs, the chaos. The nights we fought, the nights we made up. It's all led us to this moment. Right here, right now. And I wouldn't trade any of it. Not for anything in the world. Remember that time we got lost driving out in the middle of nowhere? The GPS died and we had no idea where we were. You were so calm, just like you always are, and I was freaking out. But then you turned to me, gave me that stupid grin and said, "Guess we'll just have to make our own adventure, huh?" I swear, I fell for you all over again right then. Because that's who you are. You turn everything into an adventure. Even when things are falling apart, you make it all feel okay. And here we are, making another memory. Another night that's just ours. That no one else will ever understand. It's funny, isn't it? How the little things become the big things. The way you look at me, the way you hold my hand, the way you make me feel like I'm not just some lost cause. You make me feel worth it, and I don't think I've ever felt that way before. Not until you. You ever think about what it'd be like if we really just left everything behind? Just packed up and took off somewhere. No plans, no destination, just us. I wonder what it'd feel like to wake up in a new place every day, not knowing what comes next. Just knowing that we've got each other. It sounds wild, right? But I think we could do it. You and me against the world. We'd make it work. I know we would. Sometimes I think the reason I love being with you so much is because you make everything feel possible. Like all those crazy dreams I have don't seem so crazy when you're there, believing in me. It's like suddenly anything could happen. And maybe that's what keeps me holding on, even when things get tough. Knowing that, no matter what, you'll be there, right by my side. There's something about the way you look at me that just makes everything else fade away. All the worries, all the fears, they just disappear when I'm with you. The way it's supposed to be, the way it always should be. I know I'm not perfect. I know I mess up. Say the wrong things, push too hard. But you're always there. Always willing to forgive, to understand. And that means more to me than I could ever say. You're the only one who gets me, who really sees me. And I hope you know that I'd do anything for you. Anything to keep us like this. Together, just the way we are. You ever wonder what the future holds for us? I do. I think about it a lot. Not in a scary way, but in a way that makes me excited. Because whatever happens, I know we'll face it together. And that's enough for me. As long as I've got you, I know we'll be okay. We'll figure it out. One day at a time, one adventure at a time. Let's keep driving, keep exploring, keep getting lost. Because as long as I'm lost with you, I know I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And maybe someday we'll find that place we've been dreaming about. A little spot by the ocean, where we can hear the waves every morning and watch the stars every night. We'll build a life there, one that's just ours, full of the kind of love and chaos only we understand. Even if it's not perfect, even if we have our moments, I know it'll be real, and it'll be worth every challenge we face. Picture it, babe. Waking up to the sound of waves crashing against the shore. The sun rising, painting the sky in those gorgeous orange and pink hues. Just like the colours I love seeing in your eyes when you look at me. We'd have our little place. Maybe a tiny house that's all ours. With just enough space for us and all the memories we want to make. No neighbours to bother us. No deadlines. No noise. Just us, living free. We'd have our own routines. Nothing too strict. Nothing we can't break whenever we feel like it. Coffee on the porch every morning. Me stealing sips from your cup. You complaining that I always drink the good parts. We'd have lazy afternoons. Lying in a hammock together. My head on your chest while we listen to old records. And the evenings. The evenings would be all ours. I'd cook something, probably mess it up, but you'd eat it anyway. Because that's just how you are. We'd laugh about it, make jokes until our sides hurt. Then we'd take our blankets, go down to the shore, and just watch the stars. And at night, God, the nights would be something else. Just us, with the cool ocean breeze. Wrapped up in each other, no worries about what tomorrow brings. Just being in the moment. Feeling your warmth, your heartbeat against mine. I'd whisper to you all those silly thoughts I usually keep to myself. All the things I want, all the things that scare me. And you'd just listen, holding me like there's nowhere else you'd rather be. And I just know, that's exactly where I belong. Right there with you. We'd have our share of fights, I know that. There'd be days when I get moody, when you get tired, when everything feels a bit too heavy. Maybe we'd argue over something stupid, like whose turn it is to do the dishes, or who forgot to buy the milk. I'd storm out, probably head down to the beach to cool off, kicking sand and muttering under my breath. And you'd follow me, wouldn't you? You always do. You'd find me sitting by the shore, staring at the waves, and you'd sit next to me without saying a word. Just waiting until I calm down, until I'm ready to say I'm sorry. And then we'd be okay again. Better than okay, because every time we fall apart, we end up finding each other all over again. And I think that's what love really is. Choosing each other, over and over, even when it's hard. I can imagine the days when we decide to be reckless. Like taking a road trip just because we feel like it. We'd hop in some old beat-up car, windows down, music blasting, and just drive. No destination, no plans, just us and the open road. We'd stop at random places, eat at little diners, make up stories about the people we see, and take pictures of everything. Not for anyone else, not for the gram, just for us. Because every moment with you is something I want to remember. And maybe, someday, we'd even get a dog. You know I've always wanted one. Some scruffy little thing that loves us almost as much as we love each other. We'd take him down to the water, let him chase the waves while we watch, holding hands. And I'd look at you, and you'd smile that smile that always makes me weak in the knees, and I'd think, how did I get so damn lucky to have you, to have this life? To have these dreams that don't feel so far away anymore. We'd have friends, of course, People who'd come visit us, share in the chaos and the calm. Maybe we'd have bonfires on the beach, the kind that last until the sun comes up. We'd tell stories, laugh until we couldn't breathe, and I'd sit there, watching you, feeling so proud that you're mine. And when everyone else leaves, when it's just us again, I'd tell you how much I love you. How much you mean to me. And you'd roll your eyes, call me a sap, but I know you'd love it, because you always do. And even if we never find that little spot by the ocean, even if life takes us somewhere else, I know it'll still be perfect. Because it's not the place that matters. It's you. It's us. As long as we're together, as long as I can reach out and find your hand in the dark, I know I'm home. I know that we can face anything, take on the world one day at a time, one challenge at a time. So let's make that promise, right here, right now. No matter what happens, no matter where life takes us, we'll keep going. We'll keep choosing each other over and over again. Because you're my everything. You always have been, and you always will be. And I know it won't always be easy. There'll be times when it feels like we're falling apart. When everything feels impossible. But I promise you this. I'll never stop fighting for us. Now come here. Let's make this night one to remember. Just you, me, and the stars above. Let's get lost together, one last time before we find our way back home. And when we do, when we finally pull into that driveway, I want you to know that no matter where we go, no matter what happens next, you are my forever. My home. And I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world.